Hey there, friends. I hope you are enjoying this Monday afternoon after Thanksgiving. It's Cyber Monday, and I don't know if you guys have been doing any shopping online today or not, but you know, I heard last night that like 75% of people will be purchasing stuff online today, that was crazy. That's a lot of people, folks. I am processing some desk paper today. And I thought I would show you this process. It's nothing earth-shaking, nothing like that. It's just a way to manage your desk paper. And this is the paper that I'm working with. It's been stamped upon, painted upon, sprayed upon, all kinds of things like that. And to me, desk paper is like the most super interesting stuff in the world. You know, you have all kinds of patterns, all kinds of shapes, all kinds of colors. So I thought I would just go through today and show you how I process my desk paper. You can do it any way you want to, but this might give you some, new ideas about how you can approach desk paper. The first thing that I like to do is look for images, and I already found one. I guess I was trying out a stamp pad right here. You can tell that she's not perfect, and there's even some stuff around her, but I really like this image, so I'm going to go ahead and just make a few marks. And the way that I do this is I cut this out, and then I put it in my start box, and then that is where I do my really fussy cutting around it. Something like this, I may not fussy cut at all. I might just keep it exactly the way it is. And because this paper, I think this is just one like little sheet here. So I'm just gonna cut away this one sheet because there are other images on here that I want to use as well. And I'm just gonna whack through this and get off that top sheet because the rest of this is still usable for my desk paper. My desk paper was donated to me by a lady who recycles. And she bought a piece of artwork that I had for sale. It was an inspirational kind of one of my cereal box canvases, and she really liked it, and I was just so flattered that she bought it. She was an athletic kind of person, and she was training for a marathon, and she said that it just, you know, the image resonated with her, and the sentiment resonated with her, and so she really liked the piece. So we kind of stayed in touch, and come to find out, she owned a recycling business here. And she would call me when she would get cool things. She said, you know, I've got people who have donated these big pads of paper. You know, when you used to go to a meeting and you know, it wasn't a PowerPoint presentation, it was on a whiteboard, right? Or, you know, on one of those flip charts where you were just flipping paper. So she had a bunch of them. I went down there and got them. God, that was like 3 years ago, and I'm still using that desk paper. But you can see how something like this becomes a nice little image for you to work with. You know, like I said, nothing fussy or anything. I'm going to cut the keys out here, just like that. And I'll probably darken those up and do something with those. I can see an image right here that I stamped of a dancer, and the cool thing about that image now is that she has hair right here. I'll go back and probably take a dark pen and define her a little bit more, and then she'll be an image too. So also colors, you know, if you really like these colors, then you can cut those out as well. Another thing that is really fun to do with desk paper is to, of course, this is great scrap paper, right? I made a scrap box book. I don't have a scrap box. I don't have a scrap drawer. I have a scrap box book. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of done in a flowish style, way. I did this way before I knew about flow journals. I didn't know anything about flow journaling. And, you know, somebody, when I had it on YouTube, somebody said, hey, that looks like flow journaling. And I was like, well, flow journaling, what's that? And months later, you know, it's a big part of what I do. But I thought that while I have my scrapbox book out, that's hard to say, that I need to add some to this. And the way that I would add to it is I would just choose big swatches of color and just tear the pages. Cool thing about desk paper, y'all, is you have cool images on both sides of the paper, right? Because when you spray, you usually do get, you know, a bit of bleed through, which, you know, that's beautiful stuff right there. It's beautiful bleed through. So we're just going to stick some papers right here. You can spend whole days doing this. It's very therapeutic. It makes you feel good when you can kind of utilize all of your scraps. So there's my scrapbook stash, my scrap box book right there. Another really great way to utilize this paper is to, and I see that would work really well right here. I have just a few patterns, and these again are from my start box. These are the patterns that I use when I cut things from my fused paper towels and things like that. You know, that fused paper towel thing that Jennibellie does. So I'll show you, then this is really easy too. Just another way to utilize some paper. And we just trim around this. These are my angel wings. And I don't remember how I came up with this pattern, but I really do like it. The only thing that you got to remember is you've got a right wing and a left wing. Haha, right wing and left wing. So you just trace around it. Trace around this one. It really does make a sweet little image. So there we go. And here, Mr. Kronk is just pacing back and forth, because his papa just came home. And he wants to be let out. And there we go. Another cool thing is the birds. You know, a bird pattern right here would be really super sweet. There is a tear in the paper right here. So just, you know, just be aware of that. You might want to put, just put some tape under it or something. No biggie. I am going to pull that off so I don't accidentally, I might have tattered one of my wings, but so what? Not a big deal. And then I'll do some birds. And again, these things go in my start box. So I'll sit downstairs tonight and really get into the cutting of them. I have another little pair of wings here. I'll do those down here. It's super simple, really, really easy to do. Not a lot of fuss to it. Oh, Kronk's happy. Say hello, babe.
Hello.
Here's Chris. Kronk's really happy because Chris just came home. He's been pacing. So there we go. You know, just another little thing to cut out. Really simple, really easy. Just going to trace over this real quick. There we go. Alright, I have a butterfly. butterfly might look pretty over here. And the nice thing about this is it's one of those things that you can do, and it's you can be thinking about other stuff while you do it. You're not having to be so concentrating with it. All right, so let's do a star right here. That's pretty. Uh-oh, got the star a little too close to the bird's behind, but oh well. Alright guys, there we go. Now I'm going to cut one of these out just to show you. And I should have my little bitty scissors, but I don't have my little scissors up here because they are downstairs with my start box. Oh, my start box is downstairs. Oh. Okay, so that's the butterfly stencil. This is a great thing for little kids to do. You know, just hand them a bunch of stencils, hand them your desk paper, and see what happens. I do need my glasses. Can't see a darn thing without them. But hey, I can see. That's a great thing, isn't it? Alright. They're just so pretty. Alright. And there we go. It really makes a sweet little embellishment on anything. Really do like. I love desk paper. I don't just like it, I love it. The next thing that I like to do with desk paper, I'm going to go ahead and whack this out in case I see something, you know, like on the back. Colors on the back, and then I'll get all enamored with that and won't be paying attention to what I'm doing. Another thing that I really love to do with desk paper is, oh, and I see some good spots right here. Actually, both of these would be good. See a spot here and a spot on the back. I like to make funky flowers. I draw a circle. So complicated. And then I draw circles like this. Just kind of try to keep them even on both sides. Again, not hard. And then I like to take just a little Sharpie. Jazz them up a little bit. And then I'm going to cut this out. And you know, you can't have a flower without a stem. I'm going to cut this out. These look super cool too. The neat thing about desk paper is you've already, you know, whatever you're doing, you kind of already have a painterly kind of effect going on. You know what I mean? I also see that I do not like the white that I did in the middle. So I'll probably just cut out another color and glue over that. I'm carried away with a white pen. Who among you has not been carried away by a white pen? So there's our pretty little flower. Gotta do something about that. Let's do some pink here. Yep. Oh Lord, let's do something. I don't like that effect at all. So we can just cut around that. And we can fix it. No, piggy. And grab a little bit of glue stick. Hey, that was just the thing it needed. It needed a pink center anyway. I am just about out of glue stick. Here we go. Alright, now, of course, we want to make some stems to go with those funky flowers. And the way I like to do that is just choose some paper. We'll go this way. There we go. It looks really neat, y'all, when you put it on a canvas. It's really super cool. I would be interested to know how you handle your desk paper. You know, if you have certain processes for it, or, you know, I also use desk paper for wrapping paper. It really makes super cool wrapping paper too. Wish I had brought my little scissors up here. Oh well. Alright. So there you go. Just a little funky flower. You never know how they're going to turn out. I like them. I like them because you do not know how they're going to turn out. It looks really sweet on a gift card or something too, on a greeting card. Okay, so we've done that. The next thing that we're going to try is, this is fun. I have several face stamps that I really do like, and I'll show those to you. They look like this, and then one looks like this, and you're gonna flip your paper, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Okie dokie, sorry, Chris came home and I need to chat with him for just a minute. The next thing that we're going to do is, he just poked his head back in the door, is, you'll have to meet Chris one of these days. The next thing that, I showed you these stamps and they're super cool, so we're going to do some stamping on some of our desk paper. I like the way that stamps look on desk paper, especially this one. She is super cool. She's a kind of like a steampunk girl. I am using some mixed media color box. Mixed media color box stamp pad, and it is not stable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp, and those of you who know how to stamp probably are thinking, that girl does not know how to stamp, and I really don't. I don't know how to do it. I just know, you know, what I like. Okay, didn't she turn out cool? I just think she is neat. Oh, but I've got to let her dry. So let's do this stamp too. My son loves this one. Just do this, and this right here. Oh darn, she didn't come out so great, y'all. Let's try her in a different place. Let's try her down here. Well, let's try her on a more white-ish kind of surface. See what happens here. There we go. But then she's got a weird eye. Do you see it? And then it looks like she has a strange mouth as well. Okay, third time's the charm, y'all. Third time's the charm. Oh, gosh. Now people who do stamping are going, she really doesn't know what she's doing. All right, let's try it up here. Let's see how this goes. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. Oh, she looks freaky over here, y'all. There we go. That's a much better stamp. She still doesn't look great. I do want you to see it. Hold on. Ah, there she goes. She's very elegant looking. It is really hard to get a good stamp here though, but you can see how nicely this one turned out. She's my steampunk gal. She turned out pretty good. Alright guys, just a few ideas about how you can take your desk paper and make cool art elements out of it for your other projects. So try this out and let me know what you do with your desk paper, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.